chapter 2, linear equation in one variable. So in mathematics, we are coming across three kind of things. One is number, another one is called alphabets or alphabetic, and the third one is their operations like addition, subtraction, equal, other are del operator, etc. That one is not required. These numbers may be of the various types that we have already learned in our chapter 1 in much more detail. It can be negative number, natural number, positive number, rational number, irrational number, decimal number, etc. Now, these alphabets kind of thing may be in the form of variable like x, y, z, t, u. So these variables can have any value, means different values, and its value have to be calculated. So these variables may take different values and that have to be calculated from equations. So just we will understand what is this equation and how equations are framed. These alphabets of the constant kind sometimes used to denote, means that have the fixed value, means this constant kind of alphabet have the fixed value. Like if we are denoting, see here 2x minus 3, here the x is variable, 2 is the constant or rather a number, then in between this 2 and x nothing is mentioned. It means x is 2 times, means this 2 and x they are multiplied, and this is the minus sign and the another number 3. So this way we are observing that this statement or mathematical form is written by applying the number, variable, some operators like multiplication and subtraction here, and the other numbers. So expressing or combining these three, means number, alphabets or variable and operators, we are able to write some mathematical relation or mathematical form. That mathematical relation is called as expression. Here it contains the variable and only one kind of variable, means only x is taken, so it is called as one variable expression. Next, if we are considering the variable, means one expression on one side with equal symbols, then it gets converted into equation. Student, what is the difference? Here in 2x minus 3 there was no equal symbol, but if we come to this 7x minus 3 is equals to 25, then it contains this equal symbol. Because of the equal symbol, because of this equal symbol only, it is called as equation. So this equal symbol makes the difference whether it is equation or expression. Now this equal symbol which makes this as the equation. Now this equation can be of different types depending on how many variables are there, whether one variable or two variable or three variable. It doesn't matter whether that variable is on the left hand side of this equal symbol or on the right hand side. So whatever present on left hand side of this equal symbol denoted as LHS, right hand side RHS. Example, in second case, let us consider this one. In LHS we have the variable x, also on the right hand side we have the variable x, so it is also equation. A student, even if we are writing like this, say in these questions, means in this 5th and 6th, we are observing the number of variable is 1 only. It was 1 only. Whether it is on the left hand side or right hand side, that doesn't matter. But if I am considering the expression or the equation like 3x plus 2y, then it becomes the expression in two variables, x and y. Say is equals to 3y minus 5. This is also equation, but here we have the two kind of variable. One is x, whether present on left hand side or right hand side or both the side, that doesn't matter. And another variable is our y, which is on both the side. So this is equation. Because of this equal sign, it is equation in two variable. What are the variables? One is x, another is y. This way we can quickly identify whether it is equation or not and how many variables are there. A student, here we have denoted or taken the number like 3x and then y, but many a time we are denoting these fixed number by some alphabet also, because in general form this linear variable or linear equations, we are taking this constant or denoting this constant by a and kept the variable as x itself. So equation in linear form may be denoted like this: ax plus b is equals to c. In this case, the x is treated as variable which have to be calculated in the term of constants, and this a, b, c, these are the constant that we are taking. The operation is here plus symbol and here it is equality symbol, so it is equation. So the ultimate objective of such equation is to find the values of variable. Like here it is the x, so only one variable that can be calculated. A student, in higher standard we will learn that even this equation, say 3x plus 2y is equals to 3y minus 5. Here we have the two variable, one is x, another is y. So both of these variables are treated as unknown and their values we have to calculate. So how to calculate this two variable x and y, we will learn in class 9th or in higher standard. Right now we have to stuck to this one variable only. So how to calculate this linear equation in one variable? So this one, for calculating the values of x, we are keeping this x term on left hand side and sending all the other constant term on the right hand side. So we are applying some rule of transformation. While changing the sign, the addition gets converted into subtraction, the subtraction gets converted into addition, the multiplication gets converted into division, the division gets converted into multiplication. This thing even we have used in our chapter number 1. Okay, that is more important. A student, few more things we have understand. Many a time these equations are not given in this mathematical form, rather they are given in the form of statements. Then again we need to frame the equation. Okay, that is the ultimate objective. Say if the question is written like this: 4 times age of son, when added to father's age, it becomes 98. So 4 times age of son. So what is one unknown? The age of son. So that is denoted by one variable, say x. When added to, add means this symbol or operator addition to father's age. Here father is or age of father is also unknown, so that is treated as variable y. Now means 4 times of x plus the y is equal to, means it becomes 90. So this way this mathematical equation is stated in the form of what? This statement. So when the equation is stated in the form of such English statement, it is called as word problem. So students, word problem is one of the core area or important area that we have to understand, because entire chapter is based on this one only. So first we will understand how to solve this linear equation in one variable, how to find the value of x. Then in other cases, this statement will be given. Then we need to find the unknown things by making the equations. That is the only idea. So let us go ahead and understand this thing. A student, here we have taken the two variable, because two unknown, age of father and age of son. Many a time, if only one unknown is there, we can write in the term of only one. That we will also see. Now, so therefore, from our this much understanding, we can write the meaning of linear equation in one variable very easily. A student, this term linear signifies the power to the variable must be one only. So variable power to the variable must be one only. Like the variable that can be present in the equation can be x, y, z, only one kind, not of the two kind. Okay, and their power should be one only. Means this x is acceptable, y is acceptable, because they are called as the linear. When the power of the variable is one, it is called as linear variable. A student, if the power is 2, then it is called as quadratic variable. If the power is 3, then it is called as cubic variable. So this thing we have to keep in mind. Okay, student? So please do not forget these three things. Means if the power is 1, then it is called as linear variable. Here, if the power is 2, power of what? Power of the variable. That variable may be denoted by a student or by x or y. That doesn't matter. Even y square is this. Getting? Still mean the same thing. If the power to the variable is 3, then it is called as cubic variable. Okay, if the power was 2, it is called as quadratic variable. So the term like linear, quadratic, and cubic are associated with the power of the variable, students. So it is important. So power gives the name linear, quadratic, and cubic. Now, equation simply means something on left hand side, something on right hand side, and there may be 0 on either of these side. That doesn't matter. Means if we are framing the equation, say 3x minus 2 is equals to 5. It is also linear equation in one variable. Or say 2 minus 5x is equals to 0. It is also linear equation, because there is only one variable x and their power is 1 only. Even we are taking 7 by 3 minus y is equals to 5. Here also the variable is y, only one kind of variable, their power is 1. So all of these are there. Even this variable can be on the right hand side. Say 2 minus 5 y is equals to 3 y. The variable y is on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side. It is also linear equation in one variable. A student, if we are taking 2x plus 3y is equals to 9, then we have the variable x and y. So it gets converted into the two variable. But whether it is linear or not, by observing their power, we are getting that here the power is 1, here the power is 1. So here, because of this power, these are linear, and because of this it is two variables. Therefore this is a linear equation. Equation signifies that there is equal sign in between. In how many variables? Two variables. But before this, whatever this much we have written, all of these are linear equation in one variable. It is this one. So linear simply means the power. Students, if we are taking the equation like say 3x, in place of x, let us take 3x square minus 5 is equals to 2. Whether it can be linear? No. A student, here, though it is one variable, but because of this power, it is not linear. Such variable is called, means the power 2, it is called as quadratic equation. So it is a quadratic variable. Because of this equal sign, it gets converted into the equation. Therefore, it is called as quadratic equation. Quadratic, in place of linear, we will use quadratic equation in how many variable? In one variable. Even if we consider one more, let us consider one more. So if I have the 3x minus 4y square plus 5 is equals to 9y. If I have this one. Again, a student, understand, linear or quadratic simply means if any of these variable have power more than 1, it will not be linear. So highest power defines the power of that equation. Here we are getting that highest power means for the variable x it is 1, for the y it is our 2, and it is our 1 also. But forget for this 1, if the highest power is 2, that is taken as the degree or the power of this entire equation. So because of this square, it is quadratic, not linear. So it is quadratic variable. Though the x or other linear variable are also there, but for saying the equation, it turns into a quadratic equation. How many variables are there? X, y square, or simply y. So it is quadratic equation in how many variables? X and y are the two kind of variables. So these are very easy to identify. So very first kind of question which is framed or asked is you have to identify whether the given equation or expression is linear or quadratic. So that we have listed here, students. So first we are observing that it's okay, it is a linear equation with the variable one kind of variable on one side only. It's okay. The second one is also linear, but the variable is negative, that doesn't matter, and on the right hand side there is 0, so that doesn't matter. So for this equality sign, right hand side may be number, maybe 0, or even some variable also. For the third one, even we have written some fraction. It is also linear equation in one variable, though the variable name is y here. The fourth was also our linear equation in one variable, though the variable was present at two places. So number of places are not important, student. What is important is how many types of variable. It is also one type of variable. It is this one. Now coming for this fifth one, here we are observing two kind of variable. One is x, another one is y. So it is two variable, but whether it is linear or quadratic, that is decided by the power of this variable. For the x, the power is 1. Also for the y, the power is 1. Therefore, both of these are the linear. It will be linear, or highest power of this variable is 1. Therefore, it is called as linear. Coming to the sixth example, we have written 3x square minus 5 is equals to 0. Here we are observing the number of variable is 1, but the power of this variable is 2. So it is not linear. It becomes quadratic. So it is quadratic equation in one variable. We have considered the seventh example where both x and y were present, with the y have different power. One's y is square, another y. So student, for this entire equation, you have to observe the variables. So the type of variable is two only. One is x, another is y. But y have y is square and y. So the highest power of this y or highest power of the variable we have to observe to say the power or degree of this equation. Student, so for x the power is 1, for y it is 2, though 1 is also there. So we need to take the 2 power, means the y is square. So it gets converted into the quadratic equation, not the linear. Though the linear term like y and x are also present, but for saying which kind of equation is this, that is decided by the highest power of the variable. So it is a quadratic equation in 2 variables. It's that much simple. Student, with this we have to determine, or we have whether this 3x plus 1, 2y minus 5, which of these are linear or non-linear. Here it is not the equation, rather these are the expressions. So which of these are linear expression? 3x, yes, x have the power 1 only, linear, and only one kind of variable. Whatever coming in multiple of this variable, that is called as the coefficient. Therefore this 3x is a linear variable, we can say. So this 3x is a linear variable, but it is not an equation, student. Why? Because no equality sign is there. If we are equating this 3x to some other number or even to 0 also, then it becomes equation. Then it is called as linear equation in one variable. But here the question was to identify whether it is the linear or not. Similarly, 3x plus 1, something is being added which is of the lower power, still it is the linear. Students, if we are considering say 3x plus x square, whether it will be linear or not, student, in this case the power of this x is 2, means the highest power is 2. It doesn't matter whether its lower power is present or not. So highest power we have to see, and it is now quadratic, means it is not linear because more than one power of x is present here. X to the power 1, x square. So this highest power we need to consider. So it is not linear. That also we have to keep in mind. If we have the only one term, say 7x cube, it is also not linear. Power 3 means it is cubic. Even this variable name may be changed, say 2x minus 5. In place of x, it is y only, but only one kind of variable, so it is also linear. Only y or only x, that is also linear. Minus x square, though one variable only, but because of this power 2, it is non-linear or it is quadratic. We can have the two variable with the one power only, still it will be linear. Example, 2x plus 3y. Here we are getting that two kind of variable, one is x, another one is y. But power of x is 1 as well as power of y is 1. So highest power of this variable is 1 only, therefore it is linear. That we have to observe. But here we have noted 3x plus x square, it is not linear, it is quadratic. Student, there may be some linear and some non-linear, like maybe 3x plus y square, still it is non-linear because of this highest power. So just observe the highest power. If it is more than 1, it is non-linear. It is that much simple. If you want to give the name, it is a quadratic variable. It is not equation, just expression we have it. Now if equation is given, then we can verify whether it is a linear or not. Like here, yes, it is a linear equation in one variable. Now coming to this second one, whether it is a linear equation in one variable or not. So for that we need to first simplify it by the cross multiplication. We are knowing the rule. If we have A by B is equals to C by D, then I can multiply this B to this C and D to this A. Means A into D will be equals to C into B. These rules we will summarize, right? So below this X, nothing is mentioned. Then we have learned in our maths basic, the default value is 1. It means this 1 need to multiply with this entire number, means it is like 2x minus 5 on this side multiplied by 1, and this 3 need to multiply with this x, means it is our 2x minus 5 is equals to 3x. Here we can say that it is our linear equation in one variable. So this way we can determine whether the given equation is linear or not. Student, let us take one more example just for understanding this. Whether always such expression is linear, let us take the student. If you are given with 2x minus 5 by 3 or say by 3x is equals to x minus 2, whether it is a linear, keep in mind in denominator we have the 3x, then applying the cross multiplication rule, whatever we have applied here, then from that the default denominator of this one is 1. It means 2x minus 5, this entirely have to be multiplied with 1. That will not going to change anything, but this x minus 2 need to be multiplied with this 3x. So multiplied by 3x. Multiplication symbol is not required if we are putting the denominator, or even if you are writing, that doesn't make any change. Multiply this, 1 will get multiplied to each of this term, 2x minus 5. Now by distributive rule that we have learned in our chapter 1, this 3x is for this term as well as for this term. So while this 3x will be multiplied with x, the number have to multiply with number. So with this x, the coefficient is 1 only, so 3 will remain 3. But x multiplied with x, it become x square. Like 3 multiplied by 3 is how much? 3 square, become 9. Similarly, the same rule we are applying for the variable. Now minus 2 have to be multiplied with this 3, it become minus 2 into 3 is minus 6. No x was present for this second term, but x is here, so it is this. Here we are observing, students, that this equation is no longer linear. So after writing in this form, means on the equal side something left and right, you can quickly observe. So what we are observing here, we have this x square, therefore it is not a linear, though the other have power 1. So this indicates it is not linear equation. So this way we can quickly identify whether the equation is linear or not. Which kind of equation? It is a quadratic in one variable. Okay, student? So this way we can quickly identify. So whatever we have learned to identify whether the given expression or equation is linear or not. That much we have learned till now. Now our next part is to find the value of this unknown. So how to solve this linear equation in one variable. Okay, let us go. Till now we have identified the type of equations. Okay, whether it is linear, quadratic, one variable, two variable, that are kind of things we have identified. Now the next question is how to find the values of this variable. So finding the values of variable in any equation is called solving the equation. So we are going to learn solving the equations or solving the linear equation in one variable at your standard. So let us write solving or solution. You may write the of linear equation in one variable. So there are certain rules for solving the equation. Student, right now we have learned that if we are writing 3x minus 5 is equals to say 8 minus 2x. Solving means the value of variables which can satisfy this equation. So what could be the value of that variable which can satisfy this equation? For simplicity, let me take this as the 10. A student, so write down solution. Solution means simply the value of variable which can satisfy the equation. Satisfied equation. So equation simply means something on LHS and something on RHS. So whatever the value of variable that we can calculate or that we can predict, that self-satisfy means whatever the value that we obtain by putting this variable in LHS, the same value must be by putting the value of x in RHS. Example, let us see here. The equation that we have considered is our 3x minus 5 is equals to 10 minus 2x. This is our LHS. This is our RHS. The question is find the solution. Simply means what is the value of x for which their LHS become equal to RHS. It is this much only. Let us consider or let us put some value. So let us assume x is equals to 1. Whether this satisfies this equation or not, then for this, if we are substituting in our LHS, what is our LHS, student? It is our 3x minus 5. Put this 1 here in place of x minus 5. This value is 3 minus 5. It is coming as minus 2. But if we are putting the same x in this RHS, then we are getting that our RHS is 10 minus 2x. So it is 10 minus 2 into 1. It is like our 10 minus 2. It is our 8. Student, what we are getting? Whether these two values are equal, these two are not equal, student. These are not equal. When they are not coming equal, it simply means we can say this LHS is not equals to RHS. LHS is not equals to RHS for whatever the value we have considered. The value that of the variable that we have considered is x equals to 1. So for x is equals to 1. Therefore, if these two are not coming equal, therefore we can say that x is equals to 1 cannot be a solution. So this way, by assuming we cannot get the value of x, but let us assume few more things. If we are considering let x is equals to 3, then what is going to happen? If we are considering for x equals to 3 in this LHS, what it become? It become 3x minus 5 is like our 3 into 3 minus 5. 3 3s are 9. minus 5, it is coming as 4. But if we are substituting this x equals to 3 in our RHS, our RHS is 10 minus 2x. It is like our 10 minus 2 into 3. 10 minus 2 into 3. This is our 10 minus 6. This is also 4. In this case, what we are getting? Very interesting thing. The LHS and RHS have the same value 4 for x equals to 3. So what we can write here? From here we can say LHS is equals to RHS for x is equals to 3. Therefore, this x equals to 3 is a solution of equation given. So whatever the equation given, their solution is 3. So from this trial method, so assuming something, then verifying, it is called as the method of trial. So here we are getting that. So here this x equals to 3 is solution, or is a solution, you may write. A student, here we have just checked, or from our mind we have assumed some value and substituted and we have calculated. But it is not possible to always predict so easily. Then how to calculate? It's very easy. There are few rules that we have to keep in mind. So rules for solving and how to apply them. Students, so how to find this solution? Solution simply means solution find value of variable. It's that much simple. But for finding the value of variable, we are using certain mathematical rules. So what are those rules? So write rules used in solving equation. A student, equation simply means something on the LHS, something on the RHS. The purpose is to find the value of the variable. So the first rule is that, or the general method is that, bring variable at one point so that its value can be calculated. The thing is that. But for bringing the variables at one point, you need to shift all the constant on the other side of the equation by shifting constants on other side of equation. So the rule is that much simple. So whatever the variable that we get at the only one point, that, and sending all the constant on the right hand side or on the other side, that will give the value of this variable. But here the important thing is to shift. How to apply this shift from the left hand side to right hand side? So there are certain methods that we are using. So write down the shift rule or shifting rules. What they are? For the equations, we have something in the LHS, something on the RHS. A student, this shifting rule is applicable for both variable as well as the constant. Shifting, by shifting, all the variables are brought at one point or one side and all the constants are sent on the other side. For that, we are applying the simple thing. If something is multiplication, or say, let us start with the addition. Something is addition on the left hand side. If you are bringing it on the right hand side, it will turn negative. Or something on the negative on the right hand side, it will turn positive if it is brought on the left hand side. something in minus, and if this is sent on the right hand side, it will turn plus. Or if some variable or constant with the plus sign on the right hand side, or shifting it on the left hand side, it will turn negative. So this is the sign of shifting plus or minus term. Now another one, if something is in the multiplication, then while shifting on the right hand side, it will get converted into division. Or something on the division on right hand side, shifting to left, it come in multiplication. Something is in division on left hand side, shifting to the right hand side, it will get converted into the multiplication. So these are the rules. Now let us understand these rules one by one, because these are the very basic thing, and you might have started this rule from your class 6th standard, but even to class 9th standard students are committing mistake. So let us apply this. A student, let us write one example here. If I have 7x minus 3 is equals to 4. Keep in mind the variable x is at one place only. I need to shift this 3 on the right hand side, so that the rule of applying, bring the variable at one point, the variable x is at one point only, then constant on the other side means this 3 we need to shift on this right hand side. For that means this 3 we need to shift on this side, but here we are observing that this 3 is associated with the negative sign. So if I bring this 3 on the right hand side, it must turn into positive. It means this 7x, we are keeping this undisturbed, means on the left hand side, wherever the equal sign, keep it as it is. The 4 on the right hand side, it is kept as it is, but this 3 is brought on the right hand side, so it have turned plus. This simply means 7x, this 4 plus 3 is 7, it is this one. So this, which rule we had applied here, student? It is this rule that we had applied here. Means this rule was applied here. Now, here for finding the x, we need to remove this 7. But this 7 is in multiple of this x on the left hand side. Therefore, this simply means this 7 is in the multiple. This simply means 7 into this x is equals to 7. Now, for finding the value of x, means only x should be left. For that, we need to get rid of this 7. Now, since this 7 is in multiple, so this indicates that if it is in the multiplication on the left hand side, in the right hand side, it will be going division. So whether you are writing 7 by 7 or the other way of writing is just in the ratio form. So 7, bring it in denominator as only 7. Both mean the same thing. Here you will get 7 by 7 as 1, or this 7 by 7 is same as 1. So what rule we had applied here, students? Where is it? This rule we had applied here. So this is the meaning how to apply this. A student, many a time this second and third rule is written in the cross multiplication form. Means what? This is written in cross multiplication form, but it means the same thing. Cross multiplication. Why I am writing this, or why I am writing it in different form? Because in different books, or in books, you will get these terms: multiplication rule or form. Students, this rule tells that if I have the ratio a by b, and this is equated to C by D, then it simply means it is A divided by B. I want to get rid of this B. I can get this C by D, whatever this ratio was there, it will come in multiplication of B. Okay. A student, if you want to get this C, then the other thing that we can get on this side means I want to get this C only, keep this A by B as it is, multiply this by D, you will get the value of C. Okay, it is this one. Another thing means we have started with this one. From this A can be calculated just by shifting the denominator in A on the right hand side. This C can be calculated by shifting this D on the left hand side. Or even both of these can be applied together. What is that? This A can be multiplied with D, the denominator on the other side will be equals to C multiplied by B. Correct? What is this one? Means both of these division are converted into the multiplication by changing their sides. So it is called as cross multiplication form. Keep in mind, it is very easy. So once we have done this cross multiplication, after that cross multiplication, we can get the value of A or D or any value. Okay, student? So from here, we can write in the different form also. Even if we want to get the value of D, what we can get? A student, now keep in mind, this D is on the left hand side. It is our C into B divided by, now this is A, so it will come in the form of A. So this way D can be also calculated. Even the B can be calculated from here. For B, A into D divided by whatever the multiple of B, it is our C. This will give us B. A student, it doesn't matter whether you are writing the single B on the right hand side or on left hand side, both mean the same thing. Or simply the B is A into D by C. So all the equations are same. Okay. So these are the different forms that we are using. Now applying this, we are going to solve some of the equations. All the students are getting this? So this is called as cross multiplication rule. Cross multiplication rule is one of the corollary of just changing the side, nothing else, but the rule or the basic rule are only these four. So one is changing this side, the sign will get changed. But if it is in multiple or division, then sign is not changing, a student. Here you might be getting 7x equals to 7. The sign have not changed. Rather, this multiplication have got converted into the division. So sign change occur for the addition and subtraction, but multiplication change into division and division change into multiplication. It's that much easy. I hope all of you are getting. The same thing is expressed in the term of cross multiplication form. We have the two ratios, then we can write in this form. A student, few more things that we need to keep in mind and that I had already explained in our previous chapter. If I have the two ratios, A by B whole divided by C by D, a student, there we have learned that. So if something is first ratio by second ratio, then it is simply coming as what? A by B multiplied by D by C. Okay, this is our AD by BC. So this ratio of two ratios can be converted into the single ratios. Okay, that is this one. So this is the other thing that will come during the simplification. That is this one. Otherwise, our rule were this one. So I hope this. So these are the rules that we are going to apply and find this solution. Now I will solve some of the questions. Solve the following equations in one variable. Just we need to take one variable. If they are linear, if it is linear. पहले आपको ये भी देखना भी है, यदि हमने कहीं कोई लीनियर इक्वेशन नहीं दिया है तो आप नहीं सॉल्व करेंगे, आप छोड़ देंगे. ओके, so maybe possible that I may give some non-linear equations. Say 7x minus 3 is equals to 11 only. The second one is 2x minus 16 is equals to, or plus 16 is equals to 0. The third one, 3x is equals to say 18. The fourth one, 3 by 7x is equals to 6 by 21. Then fifth one, 2x minus 3 is equals to 5 by 4. The sixth one, 5 minus 2x is equals to 9. Then 3 minus 2x is equals to 5 minus 18, or 5x minus 18. Take the eighth one, 9 or 7 minus 2x by 5 is equals to 3 by 2. The next one, 3 minus x by 4 is equals to 3. The next one, 2x minus 5 is equals to 5 by 2 x plus 7. The 11th one, 7 minus 3 by 2x is equals to 9 by 2 minus 5x by 2. Let us write 12th here. 7 minus x by 3 is equals to x minus 4 by 5. The next one, 3 minus 5x by 7 is equals to 2x minus 5 by 4. The next one is our 3 by 7 minus x is equals to 5x minus 4 by 3. The 15th one, 2 minus 5x by 3 is equals to x minus 2 by 3. Let us take one or two more. 2 by x minus 4 is equals to 3 by 7. Next, 3 by 4 minus x is equals to 4 by x minus 5. The next, 3 by or 3x minus 4 by 7 is equals to x minus 2. Let us solve this much only. By this way, we can understand each kind of questions. So these are the various questions that we have written. Here we have denoted all of this in the form of x. A student, may be possible that some of them may be given in the term of y also. That doesn't make any sense. In some of the places, there may be your z also. That doesn't make any change. So whatever the way you are denoting, you need to find the variables. Okay, you need not change. So let us take this as, we may denote it by u also. Okay, so let me explain some of the question or some type of question from here, then I will leave the other one. Students, let us take the first question. 7x minus 3 is equals to 11. 7x minus 3 is equals to 11. Apply the rule of solving this equation. Students, applying the rule of solving the equation, this first question, 7x minus 3 is equals to 11, can be solved very easily. The rule is that you have to keep all the variable at one places, send the constant on the other side. Here the x is at only 1 point, so keep it on the side where it is present, send the constant on the other side. If I am sending this on the right hand side, keep this equal sign as it is and this 11 as it is, but this minus 3 was present on left hand side, so bringing it on the right hand side, it will turn into plus 3. Now this is our 7x is equals to 11 plus 3 is 14. Now we have to find the x, not the 7x. It is 7 times of x, means 7 is in multiple of x. So x is obtained by dividing this 14 by 7, written as 14 by 7. Now if there is any common factor, you need to cancel it. So x value is 2. This is the simple answer. Okay, student, it was this kind. Let us take the second question as 7 minus 5x is equals to 3. If this is the question, then how to find the x? A student, here x is negative, so you can do by keeping this variable as it is. So if we are keeping this x on the left hand side, this 7 have to be sent on the right hand side. What is the sign of this 7? The default sign of 7 is plus. The variable is already minus of 5x, so keep this as it is. Wherever equal, keep it. Right hand side is already 3. This 7 was with the plus sign on left hand side. Nothing is written, it simply means it is with the plus sign. That is called as the default value. So while this 7 is sent on the right hand side, it becomes minus of 7. Now this minus of 5x is equals to 3 minus 7 is our minus 4. Student, this is the equation. So do not forget to put this arrow sign in left hand side. It is important. So this implies, this symbol is implied. So this x will be obtained by minus 4 divided by minus of 5. Now both numerator and denominator are negative. It means the negative sign can be left. That will get cancelled. So this x value is 4 by 5. It's that much easy. A student, many a time we are going by some other approach. Here we have kept this x as it is along with this sign. But the same thing may be solved by bringing this x on the other side. That will also not change the result. Student, if you are applying this method, it is equally correct. Say, if we have this 7 minus 5x is equals to 3. This is negative. If you wish, you may change this on this side. So 7 is equals to 3 plus 5x. Okay, but the sign of this negative sign was changed to positive, but this variable 3 have to be brought on left hand side. This is like 7 minus 3 is equals to now 5x plus 5x, right, without this sign. Now this 7 minus 4 is again 4, sorry, 7 minus 3 is 4, and this 5x is as it is. Now apply the cross multiplication rule. This 5 will come in denominator, so 4 by 5 is equals to x. So by getting this x on the left hand side or right hand side, that doesn't make any change. It is same as this one, because x is 4 by 5. So these two, when left is written on right and right is written on left, means both the sides are interchanged, then no need to change the sign. Why? Because the sign on both the sides have got cancelled. Understand this, students? If you are going by this way, means the two steps or one more step is involved here, but we are leaving that. What is that? It is this one. Bring this x on the left hand side. What it become? And bring this 4 by 5 on the right hand side. What it become? So the correct way is that while bringing this x on the left hand side, it have turned into minus of x. While bringing this 4 by 5 on the right hand side, it have turned into minus of 4 by 5. See, both the side means changing their sign were changed, but this negative sign can be cancelled here. How we are cancelling? By multiplying both this side by 1. So right, our next step is x will be simply 4 by 5, because this minus sign is cancelled on both the sides. So that's why after writing this, if we are totally changing the side of all the terms, no need to change the sign. But if you are changing only one of the term on the other side, you need to change the sign. Okay, so keep in mind. So this is the shortcut that you have to keep in mind to avoid this writing this step. Or if you have doubt, you must write this intermediate step, then write this. Okay, so this way we have law. Means even if the variable is with the negative, we can calculate it either by shifting this variable on the other side and constant on the other side, means both, so that the variable become positive, or keep the negative variable on left hand side, finally cancel the negative sign. It is this one. Now let us take one more kind of question. The third one, if I have 7 by 2 minus 3x is equals to 5 by 4. We want to solve this question, students. A student, the rule is that what? It is left hand side itself consists of numerator and denominator. So this is in the form of, how is this? This 7 in numerator A, this entire 2 minus 3x is B, equal sign. On right hand side we have this 5, so that's as C, and this 4 in as D. So it is in this form. So for this form, what we are doing? We are multiplying their denominator, means B will get multiplied to C and this D will get multiplied to A. That's why we are writing A into D is same as B into C or C into B. That doesn't matter, because multiplication is commutative, that we have learned in our first chapter. Therefore, you should be careful exclusively about this term. So which one to be multiplied? A student, this implies this 7 will get multiplied to 4. and this 5 will get multiplied to 2 minus 3x. Student, keep in mind, do not write this right hand side in this form. Many of our students are committing this mistake. 5 multiplied by 2 minus 3x. This is wrong way of writing. Why? Because this 5 is going to multiply with 2 only if you are writing this. In chapter 1, we have learned the importance of bracket. So, here, this entire denominator is 2 minus 3x. So, this need to be kept inside a bracket. Do not forget this bracket. Once you forget this bracket, entire thing become wrong. Therefore, this 5 have to be multiplied with this entire denominator. It was 2 minus 3x. Now you remove the bracket by BODMAS rule. 7 4 ja 28 is equals to 5 2 ja 10. Apply the distributive. 5 will multiply to this 2, and then this 5 will also multiply to this. Minus 5 3 ja 15 of x. Okay, now what to do, student? Very easy. If you wish, you may bring this variable x on left hand side, this constant on right hand side, or directly you may keep this variable as it is, because variable is at one place. You just change this. Better to shift it on the left hand side. So 28 was already on left hand side. 10 will come on left hand side. It become minus 10, and on the right hand side we have kept our variable as it is, 15x. Okay, student? Go on subtracting. So, student, we have to preserve the sign then. Don't worry for this. So, student, we need to maintain this sign. It is minus 5. Students, even if you are writing this in numerator, that doesn't make any change. So, just keep it. A student, in the final answer, you have to keep in mind, once this x is brought on left and this is brought on right, this sign will remain associated with this number. Very good. Now, a student, here I want to tell you one more thing. From this step only, many a time, from this step, we are taking different approach. We may keep this 10 on the right hand side, or we may bring this variable on left hand side. That is also okay. So this variable 15x is on the right hand side. Bring it on the left hand side. It becomes minus of 15x, which was on the right hand side. So bringing it on the left hand side, it becomes plus of 15x. What was already on the left hand side? It was 28. Right hand side is our 10. We may apply this approach also. Okay, bring the variable on the left hand side, because in many books it is always written that bring the variable on left hand side, but need not do like that. As we have explained here, you may keep the variable on the right hand side, and finally just changing the sign when on the left hand side you are getting only one number, or even initially you are changing the side of variable on the left hand side. That will also give the same result. Like see here, it was minus 15x, which was on the right hand side. I have changed this side on left hand side. So it is written as plus 15x plus of 28 is equals to 10. Now this is our 15x is equals to 10 minus 28. So this implies 15 of x. 10 minus 28 is minus of 18. This implies x will be minus of 18 by 15. Again, we are observing 3 is common. It will be 6 times. It will be 5 times, and minus is already there. So this implies x is minus of 6 by 5. Here we are getting both the results are same. Okay, student? So, student, on left hand side, you do not forget to write this imply symbol. This is better. Or many a time you are always writing or. but better one is to write this implied symbol. Even simple to write and better representation. This way we have learned how to simplify this. Student, now let us take with the more than one variable on the each side. Let me take one more question. If I have 3 by 2x minus 5 is equals to 5 by say 7 minus x. If I have this one, then how to simplify? Again, a student, rule is the same. What is that? It is a by b is equals to c by d. Then we can multiply them as AD is equals to BC. This is the only rule that we are going to use. It's very simple, but be careful regarding the bracket. If more than one terms are involved, either in numerator or in denominator. So it is the 3 which is in numerator multiplied by this entire term. Means this entire term 7 minus x will go in multiplication of this 3. So we are writing 3 multiplied by 7 minus x on left hand side, and right hand side in numerator it is 5. So you need to bring this entire bracket in multiplication of 5. So do not forget this bracket. It is our 2x minus 5. What is the importance of bracket here? A student, if you are forgetting this bracket, means say if you are not writing this bracket and putting the multiplication symbol here, this signifies that this 5 is going to multiply with this 5 only. Sorry, or this 5 is going to multiply with this 2 only. Okay? So to avoid that confusion, do not put this multiplication. You must put a bracket here. That is the best habit. Because before the bracket means the number is to be multiplied with each term of the bracket by applying the distributive rule that we have learned in our last chapter. A student, what it become? 3 7 ja. So this is like 3 into 7 minus of 3 into x is equals to 5 into this is our 2x minus of this is already 5 and this is the other 5. I have written this step to make you understand. Here we are using the distributive rule. Otherwise, you may write directly 3 7 is our 21 minus of 3x. 3 into x is 3x is equals to, now this 5 will multiply to this 2. It becomes 10x minus of 25. Now, a student, we have to bring this variable on the left hand side and the constant on the right hand side. Means the variable minus 3 is here and 10x is here. So bring it on the left hand side. If on the both side variables are there, bring the variable on the left hand side. That is preferable. And this 21, this have to be brought on the right hand side. So these two things we will do in the same step. Otherwise, you may do separately, but put the habit of doing in same step. So whatever on the left hand side, you write it as it is. So minus of 3x is already on the left hand side, and this 10x is positive on the right hand side. So it becomes minus of 10x on the left hand side. Keep this equal sign as it is. What is on the left hand side? Constant you write as it is. It is minus of 25. While this 21 which was on the left hand side, this have to be now brought on the right hand side. It becomes minus of 21. Now do it. So minus of 3x minus of 10x, it becomes minus of 13x is equals to, this is minus of 25 minus of 21, both will get added with the negative sign. So it becomes 40 of 6.
46.
Now this x is obtained by dividing this minus 46 by minus of 13. Is there anything common? Nothing is common, but this negative sign can be cancelled. So leave this negative sign. It is our 46 by 13. Let us take the sixth question. If I have 7 by 2 minus of 5x is equals to 3 by 9. No, let us take 3 by 7 plus x by 3. It is written in this form. A student, again keep in mind, all the variable have to be collected on the one side and constant on the other side. So let us solve this question. Here we have the variable x here and here on both these sides. We will bring all these variable on left hand side and the constants. One constant is this one, another this one. So we need to change the constant on this side and we need to bring the variable on this side. Okay. So a student, put the habit of writing what is given, that one as the first to avoid the confusion. So this simply means write this minus of 5x as it is. It was plus of x by 3. So write this as minus of x by 3. Bring this equal as it is. It is our 3 by 7 on the right hand side. Now the constant was plus 7 by 2. It will turn into minus of 7 by 2 here. So this way all the variables are on the left hand side and all the constant are on the right hand side. Now we need to simplify this one. How to simplify? A student, what is in denominator of 5x? It is 1 only. And we have learned that this is like the two fractions where we need to take the LCM of these two. Therefore, take the LCM of 1 and 3. It is our 3. Whatever minus 5x is there, this 5x is now to be multiplied with how many times? This 1 will go in this 3. It will be 3 times.
3 times.
So that 3 we need to multiply with this minus of 5x. So write the 3 here. Keep it inside the bracket because it is negative to avoid the confusion. Minus of x is already there. This 3 will go only one time. So this have to be multiplied with 1. Same thing you need to do on the right hand side. The LCM of 7 and 2 is our 14. Now this 3 will multiply to this 7 will go 2 times and minus this 7 will multiply to this 2 will go 7 times. So the same kind of addition of two fractions, that rule we have applied here for both left hand side and right hand side. Okay, students? So this 3 will get to multiply to this 5. The negative sign will remain as it is. So minus of 15x. This 1 will multiply to this x, already minus x, divided by 3 is equals to, on this right hand side, 3 to the 6, minus of 49 by 40. Now we need to simplify it. Minus of 15 minus of 1 like minus of 16. Similarly, minus of 15x minus of x, it is like minus of 16x by 3 is equals to, on this side, 6 minus 49. 49 is bigger, so negative sign will be there. Then 49 minus 6 is our 43 by 14 is there. Now still this is in the form of a by b and c by d. So what we need to do? We need to multiply with this 3 on this 43 and this 14 to this 16. Again, we are applying the cross multiplication rule here. A student, better one is here this negative and this negative can be cancelled, or if you have doubt, you may carry it for the one more step. Student, this is what? Minus of 16 x. You may multiply this minus of 16x with this 14, but we have to find the value of x only. So whatever in this product of x, that is minus 16, better idea is to send this in the denominator of this one. Do not bring this 14 in multiple of this. Otherwise, in next step, we need to change it in denominator. So better one is whatever in coefficient of this x, you need to send it on the right hand side. So write this x as it is. Whatever this minus of 43 by 14. So you first write this minus of 43 by 14. Now, student, what to do? These 3 have to be multiplied with this 43, and whatever the numerator associated with this x means minus 16, you bring this minus 16 here. To avoid confusion, you may put the bracket also here, but here we are observing this is negative, this is negative. So sign, negative sign will get cancelled. That is one thing. Is there anything common in numerator and denominator? Try to cancel it. Nothing appear to me common, so it will simply get multiplied. So this x is, multiply this 43 into 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, and denominator this 14 with this 16, multiply 6 4s are 24, then 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 2 is 12, then 1 into 1, then another 2. So this is the final answer. You may multiply 14 and 16, you will get 224.
Yes, sir.
So this is the result that we have obtained. So this is how to solve the equations if the variables are distributed differently and if there is some fraction. Okay, student? So this way I have covered all the concepts, and based on that, whatever the questions I have given. Now I hope all of you are able to do. Student, the question like whatever I have given are very simple. Z is equals to minus 16 by 2 minus 8. U is equals to 18 by 3, 6. Here, what to do, student? If we are considering this one, very easy. You need to go for the cross multiplication. So this simply means 3 into 21 is equals to 6 into 7x. Then what will be x? For x, you need to bring this coefficient in the denominator of this. 3 into 21 divided by, what was this, 6 into 7? This has x. So x value will be this one. You may keep this x on the left hand side or right hand side. That doesn't matter. Now, can there be anything common? Yes, it appears. 3, 7, 3 za. Do this one. And 6, 2 za. So what is left is 3 in numerator and 2 in denominator is equals to x. Or you may write finally, change the sign, side, x is equals to 3 by 2. So answer to this x is 3 by 2. It's very easy. Okay, student? So x was brought on the right hand side first to avoid the confusion. So this was all about today's class.